Indeed. And greetings upon you, beloved and holy friend. I appreciate you joining me again. What a lovely surprise. What a lovely honor to have a toast and roast. A Turpillis, a dry historian. The first time in a while, Brother Bear. What a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing? Shannon as well? Can't believe it. Shannon is what? No way. So much love to you, Shannon. Thank you for joining us. What a pleasure. What an honor. Man, I had such an amazing yoga session today where, that time dilation experience where time melts away and you just are. This sounds so freaking woo woo, but it is. It is beautiful. And it's something that I I'm paying more and more attention to. It's like, mm. Yes, it works. It really works. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful to be actually able to share these things, to learn new tools. PK, huh, dude? The power we feel when we take charge, the power we feel when we actually make decisions that help us, the power we feel when we show up for ourselves. It is life changing. And the fact that you friends show up with me and we can do this together, well, what reality have we created already? Untitled? Uh, Shared realities, dude. Like there's this whole trippy understanding. At least it's trippy to me that I've been playing with of if the universe, with its infinite potential, wants to make ideas become realized, right? And you can look at where society is right now, and a lot of it is based on ideas. Like an idea gets had, and then it is almost like a certain set of people just happen to be the exact right people to realize those ideas, and then it happens over and over again. And I feel it happens over and over again because at the most fundamental level, you are the idea that the universe had. You. Like if the idea, if the infinite universe didn't have the idea of, right historian, hmm, Molly, Dan, the bearded Catriot, Untitled, Shannon, here you are in this moment because the universe had the idea of you, dreamt of you, loved you, literally loved you so much that you materialized. Here you are, breathing, existing. You have the opportunity to enjoy the beauty of puppies, of trees, of little seed stalks on grass. I don't know if it's as amazing as I'm gonna try and say it is, but they look like little fireworks, but instead they're seeds. Isn't it wonderful? And there's like millions of them. Life did it first. And here you are, right? Why now? Why you as an idea during this time of existence? It's a good question to ask yourself sometimes. Can be a difficult one though. Hey, Miss Molly. Again, so nice to have you here. Untitled there. Thank you. Shannon for sending love. Cool this evening. It is. It is getting a little bit cooler, It's like I feel I should go and check actually. I feel I've been using my blanket less than I did last year this time, but it definitely is getting a little bit nippy around this time of the evening. It is nice though, because I get to have a blanket. So I have like an extra layer of cozy, always hugging me. Oh, I was meditating yesterday for the first time in a while, and I felt a bit like I was levitating. Yeah, that and much more. And you don't have to feel like you're levitating to have an amazing experience meditating. It is a, it is a connection just with self. It's you spending time with yourself. And I feel that levitating feeling is when you're tuning into awareness instead of just being your body, right? And awareness is is infinitely permeable, or it permeates everything infinitely. There is awareness in everything, basically, and if you tune into that side of your own awareness, it it feels like you disconnect. It feels like your body melts away, or you melt into your body. It is an experience. It is an experience, and you can do it with breath work. You just breathe. And you notice how quickly you forget about your breath, and you can do it consciously again. And I feel one of the things that I've noticed as of late, the best way to really pay attention to your breath is to take breaks in between the in and the out breaths, right? And I know it's like pretty common knowledge, but it makes breaths, it gives a texture in a way. I don't know. It gives you even more awareness, but you have to hold it long enough to notice again. And I feel maybe that's the trick. It's not so much that you're holding your breath, it's you're holding it and then you're noticing something. You notice your body being like, oh, wait, let's do that breathing thing. And then you get to choose breathing again. It was fun. Like when I first really tried to pay attention to it in that way, I felt like my entire body's physiology changed. It was I was like really thinking about what I think Jovan shared. Was it Jovan? I'm not exactly sure, but shared that dolphins only breathe voluntarily. They don't have an involuntary breathing mechanism because they dive underwater. So they would just involuntarily breathe underwater. That would not be great. But so they come up and then they breathe, air, and then they dive back down. So every single breath they take is voluntary, like with intention. And then they have to manage their breaths. And that whole understanding of how they breathe and how they live underwater, instead of just thinking of it in the same way that we kind of like switch off and never think about our breathing and go through our day that way, to feel like I'm managing my breaths. Again, maybe like going for a dive into consciousness, if you will, in between breaths. And yeah, and I wish, like, the thing I was thinking about as well is it possible for us to do that enough, wire those brain cells together enough that we actually do so without having to think about it. Really do so without having to think about it. And I feel we do it almost in a sleep state. Not the breath holds, but more controlled breathing. Today's topic is tripping me out, yo. I'm like looking at trees and that bird flying over the trees right now, and there's the sun shining through those leaves. Itself casting shadows on itself, having sharp points. Some of them have rounded ones. Some of them are soft. Some of them are so rugged. That tree is not looking its best. It has a little bit of foliage in the middle, but looks like it has forgotten a lot about its old self. Does make me feel things though. The mulberry tree is shedding its leaves for the winter, and it's like halfway through right now. There's a certain feeling to that as well. It's big. I think they call them paper bass. It's also a type of acacia tree, but it has like flaky bark. Has a bunch of peels on it, little seed-filled pods. Big nests. Like if all of these things are ideas the universe had, I feel the only thing that we're limited by is understanding the idea. And I feel fundamentally the idea is love, right? It's communicating love to us in every single second. But when we see it in different things, as something as ordinary as a tree, it's almost like we the vocabulary is coming up. It's almost like we melt away and we realize just that there is only love. Oh goodness. Oh please. I didn't sign up for this much. Can I read us something worth saying? You already do it when you sleep. Yeah, Rainy Burn, you're right. You are right. Why do we stop when we're conscious then? It's kind of odd that our unconscious self is more conscious than our conscious self about our breath, which is something very important to be conscious about. Commitment is nothing more than the deliberate decision that something will be so. We haven't read that one in a while, and yo, what a good one it is. That one can make you feel some stuff. You want to read it again? Commitment is nothing more than the deliberate decision that something will be so. No matter what. This deliberate decision that I've made will become a manifest no matter what. We are extremely powerful beings. Doggos are being silly. So powerful. And we get to create from that idea. Once we acknowledge how powerful we are, how much potential we have to change our way of seeing the world, our interpretation of other people, our relationships, our current, whatever, that we just are in this moment. We have never been anywhere else. And that is the idea. That's the idea you have. To be here right now. Oh goodness, it's surreal. Or it's completely ordinary. Up to you. I hope everyone is feeling well today. I'm feeling a little bit skimp. Maybe we'll play some music just for a minute. Okay. I feel I have to show you just what I'm looking at right now. Like feel like there is, nothing that can top when you pay attention. Like when you actually just notice, and you can do it in anything. There is the infinite spectrum of experience in everything. That I don't know if you can see him even. There's like a speck, there's a pixel or two lighting up on your screen right now, maybe. And that little pixel just flew into the air because it's a whole burb. And that little dude has a whole consciousness to itself. He like for some reason decided to launch off and then land back up on that wire again. Experiencing a whole perspective, seeing the whole world, from a perspective. Being able to fly. Goodness, what a absolute trip that must be. And that's one. I am one of those. The bees, one of those. This tree is one of those as well. And it's like I'm sitting amongst friends. The more time I spend looking at these trees and listening to the ideas that they communicate to me, the more familiar I become with them in a way where I notice parts of them that I would only notice if I paid attention. It's like a friendship, like a genuine, like if you spend time with someone, you start to notice they have a certain way of doing things. They have certain quirks. They have certain ideas that get expressed through them, and you're like, okay, I see what you're saying. And it's the same thing with these trees. It's the same thing with watching a bird fly. It's the same thing with watching Pippi. Personality, every single thing. I believe everything has a personality. Like trees just express their personality in such a different way. Goodness. Communicates nonetheless, though. Communicates love to all of us. The automatic system is extraordinary. It is. It is. It's a great benefit. We actually get to do things consciously with our mind in other ways as well. You're weird. Oh, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to dispute your weird comment. Damn it, I got me. Yeah. Oh, it's bad. God. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. You don't know anything about life, bro. I mean, glad I am more than willing to say that I don't know everything about life, and I'll continue to not know everything about life till the day I die. And that just gives me more enthusiasm to know more about life, to love life even more, to see even more of the beauty that is right in front of my eyes instead of just marching forward. Just marching forward. Sometimes we need to stop. Are we just watching some dude trip, waiting for something interesting to be said? Limitless whims. Thank you, Fred. Whimsy. This guy's definitely on the fast track to starting a cult. Oh, friend. Unfortunately, cults deify something or someone, and it's like the taking away of your power. It's like, oh yeah, this thing we deify, or this someone we deify, this person has the power. We lowly enter your chosen word here, can't have any of that power. No way. We have to give all of our power to this person because they have so much power. No, what we do here is like, you, yes, Pat Get's profile. You are the one with the power, friend. From the infinity, you will elicit the response, and you get to use that response in a choice of love, and try to see the love that is right in front of you, or you can look at it from a place of fear, like, oh, what if that tree blows over and then destroys so and so, and I can trip myself out looking at the exact same thing that you're looking at. You were the one in power, friend. You got this. Well, this is a legend. No, you are the. No, you. Like, actually, no, you. Helio, thank you for joining us. What time is it there? It is 26 minutes past 4 right now, Brother Bay. Spent some time at the country park yesterday. Walked the trails in the wood, comfortably comforted by the absolute beauty of everything that surrounded me. It was very difficult to leave. Oh, I feel that, Shannon. I mean, like the view you have in general, being able to move to that space. Oh goodness. Hmm. I feel like the air must be so fresh as well. Thank you. Thank you for giving me like an insight again. Fast Joel, thank you for joining us, my friend. It's nice to have you here. Been feeling upswinging. It's coming. It is. It is. We've been going through the rough stuff, and then we're gonna be like, woo! And then we're gonna be like, whoop! And then we're gonna be like, woo! And then we're gonna be like, woo! Every single day, every single week, every single year, every single decade, every single millennium, every single billion years, every single billion years. Puppy. She's like watching me like, oh the goodness. Are you I love you too, Fifi. Thank you, Fred. That is your take on recreational drugs. I feel every single person needs to have freedom and say over what they do to their own consciousness, how they experience their own consciousness. And that extends to you doing your own research, that extends to you being responsible, that extends to you making sure you're safe. Like, it extends to you with the one that has the power. I know nothing about your life. I mean, I know some of your friends' lives, but fractals, you know, small fractals. I could never. I can't even know myself. I'm still actively learning more things about myself day by day. I can't. How could I know one of you beautiful beings? And the fact that you get, you know, to teach me parts of your perspective, and I get to teach you some parts of mine. It's a growth process. But you are the one in power. You are the one that is the same eye consciousness that I am. You know, this peering into the infinity, seeing your hands right now if you look down, seeing earth in front of you, seeing the infinity in front of you, you know, in part, and in the infinity behind you, and you can like move. Vroom, vroom, vroom. You can, oh goodness, it's a whole trip, and you don't need drugs to trip out about the beauty of life. It might help, surely, but you don't need them. And I feel, if anything, we might have a future where people use these things consciously, and in using them consciously, teach themselves how to do it by themselves. And part fully, however you want to think about it. It is going to be an interesting future we're going into, friend. I like your vibe. Thank you, friend. Love to you as well. Boo, billions. Brother, I've missed you. Been working a lot, so I haven't been able to get on here much. It's okay, crazy car girl. Thank you for joining us right now, friend. Here you are in this moment. You know, like we've never been anywhere else before. Did you rest well? I sure did. Needed it. Today will be a busy day at work, and I have a data test for an upcoming second job interview. Do you have plans for the day? Joel has a job interview. Hmm. Hmm. Some reason I'm seeing like a little car that has like a big red light on top of it. It just like pong 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 pong, kind of like flash like that. Saying you love Joel. Good luck with the interview, friend. Hey, Chriswell Key, brother Bear. I was like, I legit looked at your little and three comment today, and I was like, I don't sending love to Chriswell, you know. And here you are, friend. What a beautiful pleasure to have you in the live. Mel, your genuine positivity is absolutely infectious. Thank you for being a light in a dark time for me. Keep up the hard work, brother Bear. So much love to you. I'm living, breathing proof that you are changing and helping the lives of people you don't even know exist. Chriswell, I do know you exist though. Here we are, dude. I know you. Brother man, thank you. Thank you so much for the love. You are so loved. You know, that's why I do these streams. And it's a beautiful age we live in to actually be able to do something like this. to have an experience together. And I genuinely, and this is maybe a little bit of the woo woo side of me, but I believe you feeling something contributes to the infinite consciousness and is the same infinite consciousness that I'm a part of, which means you're contributing to this experience infinitely, even without saying a single word. Just by listening, you are creating something, and it's mind-boggling. We are consciously and actively manifesting reality, and we're doing it every day. We're not missing a day manifesting. Come on, life will be good. Life will be beautiful. Life will be positive. Life is hopeful. Love is true. 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 Every day into the universe. How could we not change the world? How could like it's impossible for us not to change the world. It's it's completely impossible. Mm. And the fact that we're trying to create even more beauty in each other's lives. You know, we're showing up for one another. We're standing there with one another. We're creating a space for one another to share anything that might bother us. My heart's beating out of my chest. I'm revved up. just just paying attention instead of just looking over things that we have become almost conditioned to, in a way that we condition ourselves. You know, this expectation that things should just be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, these it's a understanding of the infinity, but it's an understanding of the infinity that comes at the detriment of people. And that's not the point. You know, it becomes oh, we want infinity, and then it's like, oh, so more people is more closer to the infinity, when in fact every single person is the infinity. That should be the understanding that we pursue as a society, and to see each other as that. When you and another person meet one another, you are creating infinity in that moment, and you can give positive energy to each other in that moment, creating a bigger infinity, or you can subtract from yourself, you know, be inward, and then in being so inward, creating that black hole, sucking energy from this other person by saying maybe mean things to them because you're so close to seeing them as your equal, seeing them as yourself. And it's you can create so much more when you decide to love. Your entire energy changes, everything changes. Something in me tells me that even your pets, you know, something happens to them as well. Like for some reason, you know, I we have this really old dog, Bingo. He is pushing 16, and when I left for China, my dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna go to China. Your dog is probably not gonna make it, you know, before you get back." Then I came back, and now he's been alive for like 2 more years. And he looks strong, you know. The dude walks out and sits in the sun. He still eats food, you know. He's very happy about getting treats. He's very much enjoys, you know, good scritches. So he's so present, you know, and that love that we get to share with him, you know, realizing that he is also that infinity. Like Pippi right now, she's a little world, and I get to now choose to be in her world something that loves her instead of something that hates and hurts her. Her little world is like, yes, this other side of the world, this world, you know, me and her as the world technically in her existence right now, loves me. What? Oxytocin, you know, and our bodies release oxytocin to simulate that. But I genuinely believe that you can get oxytocin just by touching your own face right now. Just touching your own face in a way that you're like, I love myself. I love myself. I do. I really love myself. Thank you, body, for bringing me all the way here to this moment, for allowing me to love Pippi. I had another big night and asked, why are you keeping me on Earth? How much more can I take? Your music made me cry, and my perspective has shifted. Thank you. Molly, you're supposed to be here, friend. Please. Please, we need you. We like unironically need you. Otherwise, you would not be here right now. We are in the same time zone, but not the same hemisphere. Are you in Europe, friend? I think so, maybe. So glad you got some rest, especially before a busy day. And heck yeah, it's a time interview. So happy for that. You could play Loki. I've like felt some parts of myself identifies with that character as well. I've had the whole Joker thing as well, so who knows? Who knows, dude? Like, I feel the future of making content is going to be pretty surreal. I don't know if live action is going to really be that relevant in the far future. Hmm. We're probably going to be doing way wackier stuff, the constant amping up of the stimulation in a certain time frame. Squamp, 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 thwomp. As blasting, blasting your eyeballs with fractals and beings with inside fractals and fractals with inside beings as they express their fractally being self. And I mean, computers are drugs. Drugs are computers, technically, right? Like we can now create a whole trip, a Stranger Things nightmare trip, and then show you this, and you can learn lessons from yourself by watching this thing instead of having to go through an actual nightmare trip. It's a cool age we live in, and it's gonna only get more wacky than that. Understanding is an ever fractaling thing. It's like, oh yeah, you understand? How about oh yeah, you understand? Yeah, never ending. This man's a legend. No, you get flex. Thank you for joining us, friend. No plans, but tons to do, and I'm exhausted. This past week, so a little rest might take priority. After kiddos, of course. You deserve some rest, Oddbeat. Please take some. Hey, I watched your stream like 6 months ago, and here you are again. What's up, man? Hold my Tesseract. I remember you, friend. That's a sick username you have there. Whew, I've been well in the last 6 months. In the last 6 months, I had like a little bit of a dip, and then it was like, huh? And then it was like, huh? And it was like, and I was like, mm. Mm. And it's gonna continue going in that little, pattern in itself. How about you? Hold my Tesseract. How's life been treating you, friend? I just wanted to thank you for your positive vibes. I've been working on getting happier and healthier. Lost 50 pounds! Woo! Hamilton! What a freaking amazing achievement that is, friend. I honor you. I honor you for doing that work for yourself, friend. What an amazing thing. Oh, goodness. That is beautiful. Thank you. And how, like, losing that much weight, I think I also lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds is like 25 kilograms. So, yeah, I weighed 103 kilograms when I was 16. And I lost 25 kilograms, well, at this point, 25 kilograms at this point. So also 50 pounds. And the difference in how you feel day to day, just moving, you know, standing up from a chair, walking over to a fridge, bending down to pick something up, giving your dog pets, it's the ordinary things that feels much better. And I thank you for letting yourself, experience that, for being that part of your own fractal. I was going to troll, but I can't. You're too wholesome. Vibe is contagious. Jojo, please. Like, if you want to troll, like, get me with a good one, Like, throw me off with, like, a witty one-liner that is, like, non-derogatory or, like, suggests some sort of philosophy that I should consider, Tell me I should read Nietzsche or something. Be like, yeah, sure, dude, but read Nietzsche. I'm here with you, Jojo. Thank you for joining me, friend. Hey, look who it is! Christian, where are the push-ups? Are you even prepping right now? Get with the program, motherfucker. You know what, Christian? Freaking challenge me to do push-ups. I'll freaking do push-ups. You think that? Freaking. You fucking Christian. You think I won't do push-ups? I'll freaking do push-ups, Christian. think I'll be defeated, Christian. You're gonna get a regret. Ugh, 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 ugh. Oh, oh, my nervous system is alive. Every fiber of my being is coding for the betterment of my structure. Yes, machine! Go, machine, go! Code faster! Demethylate, yeah! I love you. I love you, Christian. Ah. I feel amazing now, man. Those push-ups actually gave me a kind of kick. Mm. I have to probably catch my breath first. Okay, you know, let me say it this way. I had this dream once where there was this big lava pit almost in the center of these kind of like rings, and they were each separate from one another, and they could kind of like move independently and twist and create different patterning on themselves and different colors. And you could imagine this lava pit as something that keeps this whole contraption alive. And how do you explain this? It made perfect sense at the moment. So, and then you could like put ideas in there, or ideas could try and escape from there. And there was this idea of like a crossbowed individual coming out, and I was like, this dude clearly has war at mind or something like that. And I was like, no. And I pushed it back into the lava. And then it zoomed out, and I could see the whole concentric circles thing. It was kind of cool dream. I was so grateful you're here. So grateful you're here, friend. Again, Charles, been a bit since I've tuned in, but I felt the pull to be here today and was hit with a wave of light and warmth upon entering. Love and visual, beautiful souls. Thank you, Charles, for joining us, friend. You're here now. It's so beautiful to have you here. Hey, Kate, thank you for joining us, friend. So lovely having you here. Positivity is power, brother. Fuzzy Wobble, thank you for joining us. You are the eliciting factor, though, right? So I'm trying to be positive, surely. Definitely. But you are still the one that can elicit positivity from that. Otherwise, I was just speaking to the universe. Subski Sheninsky. Christian is like, what is he doing? I am doing magic, Christian. I'm doing magic. Hand mudras, dude. I've been tuning into higher dimensions actively, eliciting the power of the infinity, gaining more strength by the day. I have to be gentle with the doors, dude. Otherwise, I just rip them from the hinges. You know that if I don't just like rip the entire handle like broken wood around it, out of the doors. Christian is like, yeah. So like me and Christian have been in this little bit of encouragement rally, if you will, where we challenge one another to see who's going to work the hardest in 2022 when it comes to our physical health. And yeah, it's been an encouragement and a half. And he's been doing like strength yoga, and he's a machine. Like Christian is, he's definitely on a higher level than I am. So I have to manifest Please give me more power, Infinity. Please, I need it. Christine's gonna murder me. I cannot die this soon. Getting my daily dose of positive vibes. Looking forward to seeing you in stream when Mel comes to stay with you. Shannon, me too. I'm looking forward to it. You're gonna love it. I hope he's gonna love it too. I'm sure he will. This is so wholesome. I love this. I love you. Thank you, sunshine. It's so nice of you to share some of that sunshine with me. Love to you. Right back. I have, I'll have what this guy's having. I had some water. I had some kalimba tunes. Maybe, just, just maybe. I had some marijuana. I had some things worth saying. I had some conscious breathing. I had some appreciation for the beauty of nature. I had some beautiful friends. Oh goodness. Like I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm painting a picture of the infinity. But like, where's all of the volume? And then I was like, oh, you the actual the girth, of the beauty of this space. You. Thank you, Jesse, for being here with us, friend. I just got ghosted this week by a person I thought I'd share memories with, and the stream is really helpful. Thank you for the positivity. Elias, what a trip that is, friend. Me too. Me too. I think it's okay. I think we'll be okay, friend. Like if anything, we get to notice from the love we share just how much we're capable of loving. And that is the thing that can't be taken away from us. Sure, the relationship, the potential memories that you mentioned, but the capacity to love something, to love someone, to love life, to experience beauty, to look forward to the future, all of that is you. You are capable of that, with or without the relationship. Thank you, friend, for sharing this moment with us, and for feeling better. That's the real gift that you're sharing with us. What is one thing that y'all are grateful for today? I'm grateful for everything. Like it was like, oh yeah, grateful. I was like, oh, can I have like one for a second? Everything, especially for you in this moment. Thank you for that, Uncle Becky. Thank you for the love, friend. Helio, I just want to say I appreciate you all, as we appreciate you. Thank you for allowing us to appreciate you, Helio. That's the optimism we love from Papa Mel. Revving ourselves up a little bit, Eden. Sometimes it's necessary. I wrote a list yesterday of things I get to do. I get to create meals. I get to wash clothes and dishes. I get to provide a loving and welcoming environment for my kiddos. Taking your own power back on B, truly taking your power back. You're not asking permission to share love. You are sharing love because that's what's necessary in this world. And I appreciate you for playing your role on B. Thank you for being that mom, that beautiful supporting mom. It is truly the most difficult job in this world. Like I don't think any person who's not a mom can really conceive how much work it is to be a mom. Oh goodness. I mean I only by paying attention to how much my mom does can I in part comprehend how much moms do, but even the stuff that I don't see my mom doing is a whole fractal in itself. So thank you, moms. Thank you, Aunt B. Talking about moms, beautiful mothers. Eden saying that's the best perspective. Instead of have to, we are able to. I knew you would understand as well, Eden. Thank you for the love. Sexual is actually blessings. And that stress can literally cause you to evolve on a biological level. And you can choose to, as you're doing, love it, say that you're doing it with a purpose, with a choice, instead of being coerced into it. And then in doing so, evolving to the task, like you being like, this is what I want, I am capable of this. And your body is like, this is what she wants, she is capable of this. We're gonna come on, boys. We need to build the body, we need to build the mind, we need to build the character for her to be able to do this. Versus, oh, I have to do this. And the body is like, oh bruh, we have to get up and freaking eat ATP, produce ATP. Our mitochondria have to be all fired up and stuff. What the hell, dude? I don't want to elicit energy from oxygen. I don't know. But like just being enthusiastic. Like what I do these days, every morning, every night, before I go to sleep, and before I do anything else on my cell phone, I light a piece of incense, thanking fire. I drink a sip of water, thanking water. I touch my body as the earth, thanking the earth. And then I breathe consciously, thanking the air. And then I get to do whatever. And it's been so crazy just like how that initial, this is what I stand for. Literally, I am in gratitude of everything. I'm honoring everything that I can. I'm honoring you. Thank you, friend, for joining me at this moment, for allowing me to say these words to you, for being like, no matter who you are, no matter if you just got here in this moment and you've never seen me before, me being able to thank you means that I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you right now. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. What are you grateful for today? For you, Aunt B, thank you so much. What is Uncle Becky grateful for? Just bumped into this, barely get on Reddit, thinking, why did I go to Reddit from my notifications for all that I see? And here you are, Super Ocelot, in this moment with me. Thank you for joining us, friend. So much love to you. Sucking air. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hamilton. Thank you, friend. It's all you, friend. It's you that showed up for yourself, and you continue to show up for yourself. And in showing up for yourself, you're showing up for everyone around you. You're showing up for your world, showing up for our planet. You're showing up for the entire universe. Because you are the idea that the universe had. And by being the fullest expression of that idea, you are honoring yourself. Thank you for honoring yourself, friend. Thank you for fellowship with other people. Thank you for you. That's a cool tree. Isn't it beautiful, Rays? Not only the weight loss. Doctor had me on opioids for 7 years. Wow! 7 years of opioids. This dude is a machine. I finally decided they take more than they give. I completely quit in under 2 months, and now I'm 2 weeks opioid free. Like this dude. 2 weeks of opioids, or opioids free technically, plus 50 pounds lost over X period of time. I'm imagining the before and after of your active day-to-day experience, your life, the way you see things, the way you think about the ordinary things, the things you feel making and drinking a cup of coffee, and the experience you're having right now, infinitely different. And yet still so present. Thank you, Hamilton. Whew, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Ermias Plur. God will uplift the universe. The universe will uplift peace, love, unity, respect. Every sip of water I take, peace, love, unity, and respect. You're strong. No, you cram. You can only see that which you are, friend. We don't find what we want. We find what we are. It's just you, friend. And truly incredible. I know that I'm not easy. It's okay, friend. That's about 30 more than I can do. Charles, I could at one point only do five, and then I could only do 10. Like I remember very thoroughly in the hostel when I finally made the decision that I'm going to not be fat anymore. And I was overweight, surely, but it happened because I got, bullied, technically. Someone like pulled my chair completely back with my bag kind of on it. So my bag hit the floor first, and then slid off the chair, hit my head on the floor, and then these dudes were like over me. And it was because I was smoking weed in the hostel. And they were like, people don't smoke weed in this hostel. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, if somebody ever messes with me again, I'm going to snap them in half. And then I started exercising to be able to do that. And it started with being able to do 3 pull-ups. Like we had those pull-up bars that would hook onto the door frames, and I would like crunch out 3 pull-ups. And by the third one, I was like struggling, really contracting all of my muscle fibers just to like reach the top of the pull-up. And then these, rugby dudes, it's like the football dudes of America, the damn of the stereotypes, but it was very much like that. And he would like get on the same pull-up bar, and then he would like crank out. Uh, they would either like crank out 10 pull-ups, or they would like pretend to struggle with only one, and it was this mockery, and I kept exercising. And it was such a transformation of like losing as well, 50 pounds over 7 or 8 months, kind of like going into keto plus exercising, like lifting weights and doing sprints. And it was like a very liberating experience, showing myself how powerful I am in changing everything that I believe about myself. But unfortunately, even though I showed myself that, I was changing myself because I believed that I would feel a certain way, or things would be a certain way if I looked a certain way. And I was chasing a certain physique, and then I would reach a certain physique, and then I would feel okay. I guess the job is done. Maybe that like part of myself that wants to be finished doing something, and it's a whole trip. Like thinking about where that mentality has led me to where I am today. There's no finishing living. And I feel exercise is just part of living. It's just like, oh yeah, I move my body because that's what things do that are alive. I need to do this. And to approach exercise from that perspective has been so beautiful, friend. I look forward to you having that same, experience of being able to move and actually enjoy doing so. My collarbone felt like it was going to snap just watching. Mm. And a picture person on me. Yeah, I'm riding on a life high. Yes, and you deserve it, friend. I just clicked that I can quit those meds. I can do anything. You can do anything, friend. You are the infinite idea that the universe had. So much love to you. Thank you for sharing that power with us, friend. For showing us that it's possible. You can get off opioids and lose 50 pounds in the same time frame, like he was doing these things at the same time at one point. What a trip, what a machine. I hope you're doing well, even better now that you're here. Ciao, thank you for joining us, friend. Literally enlightened being. I see you. Who? The sun behind me, it is pretty light, like, right? Very much one of the most enlightened one among us. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the love. Josh here, he is. I wish I could breathe as good as you. Keep practicing, friend, I guess. Just keep breathing, and then the more consciously you breathe, the more consciously you'll breathe. And the more consciously you breathe. Round it around. Are you better now, Burb? I do hope so. How are you, Auntie? Or Kira Burb? I love you so much, sister. So much love. To thanks. To whoever thinks melt is dosed with something, it is inexplicably cosmic energy of transdimensional infinity. I want to read that one again. Isaac joining us from the Bear Isaac. Thank you. So nice having you here. So Christian was like, to whoever need to take another sip of water, damn. To whomever thinks melt is dosed with something, it is inexplicable cosmic energies of transdimensional infinity. It's like, oh goodness, Melt is losing it. No, I'm just trying to tune into Christian's crazy. You know, like the sounds I make is like trying to elicit the like flowing into me right now. You know, that trans-dimensional. How did he say again? You know, it's happening, of course, but he knows the terminology. Cosmic energies of trans-dimensional infinity. One day, have layers. Oh, Isaac, so much love to you about the bed. It's nice to have you here. Who needs tears? Love to you as well, beautiful person. So much. Thank you for joining us. I have legit had a rough couple of weeks. As they say, when it rains, it pours. But I'm trying to blast those negative situations with love and be grateful for what is not bad. I've decided to not feel helpless and to take some power over my life back. I see a shield that has like a almost like a triangle type of shape, and then it kind of like goes into itself. And then there are like these flakes of layers, like energy almost. And every single flake of layer is a certain color and a certain vibrancy and a certain texture, almost like coming out of itself, like a big shield. Take some power back and protect it. Guard your focus. Guard yourself. You got this, Eden. So much love to you, friend. That is a celebration. Gave birth. Despite what is out of my control, I've been dominating what is in my control, and I feel amazing about it. So fuck yeah, go me, go eat it. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for encouraging love for yourself, love for me, for you in this moment. I appreciate that so much. It's so hard sometimes. You inspire me. This is the way on V. Get there, trying to do archer push-ups today. Not happening. Archer push-ups is where you like, shh, 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 right? I think so. I'm not sure. Maybe. Do let me know. That is awesome, friend. Keep up the great work. I'm staying strong, proud of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much, Tripolis. It's nice to have you here in the space. Go, Peachy. You fucking Peachy. So proud of you. So much love. You are incredible. There we go. So much love. Love is true. Make me. I felt like I lost control during the night. You're amazing, and have made me smile. You rock. No, you. Right now at this moment. Thank you, Molly, for making me smile. It's truly you. I am just a reflection of what you are, friend. You're seeing parts of yourself. That is why you're recognizing me. I love you. Thank you, Miss Molly, for still being here with us. Isaac, at least you're trying, but yeah, you get it. Yes, those, dude. I don't think I've really done those much in my life. Maybe I should do more of them. Ciao. Hey, sweetie. So much love to you, Katie. Thank you for the Patreon tag on the. We do have a Patreon, friends. You know, $1.11. You get access to 365 works of art a year. I mean, it's $1.11 per month though, so maybe like $12 a year. Sue me. No, don't sue me, please, please. Oh no. it's it's like $1.11 a month minimum. Then you get access to all of the individual flowers, you know, the daily ones that I make. And I make them with these, you know, the things you're seeing today, the colors you're seeing on me are going to be warped, trans-dimensional, infinitely warped, you know, and be made into these new flowered shapes. And I get to share them with you friends, and you get to share them with yourselves for $1 a month. Ba-dum-bum, takes off salesman cap. I'll put it down for the rest of the stream. Thank you for bearing with me. That's a huge level up when it comes to building push-up strength. I find I kind of plateau when my push-ups are just endurance training and no longer strengthening my arms. I feel the best thing that I've been trying to do to like really strengthen myself, my push-ups, is to control my weight. to really control my weight and to arc my back and contract my shoulder blades out to bring my chest really in, to squeeze my chest in at the bottom of the push up. That is like the best way that I get, the full range out of my push ups these days at least. So now on to archers, which is hilarious. I can't even do 10. I mean, that's where we start with the day. Went from feeling like a push-up boss to a new. Oh, isn't it good though, dude? To like show yourself that you have still so much growth left in you. Like, and I feel yoga does that in so many ways as well, where you get yourself into these interesting postures and you have to contract certain muscles that you didn't even know you had. Guys, I missed my flight. However, I decided to drive down, and I'm halfway there. Diana, it's okay, friend. So much love to you. Thank you for joining us in this moment. Do drive safely, please. That is great that you've noticed and you're continuing to challenge yourself through these tears. It's nice to have you here, friend. Love to you. You're growing with me, challenging yourself as well just by listening. My niece graduates at 2 p.m. and I'll be there around 12:30. So you'll have enough time. Maybe are you gonna go and meet her before the graduation? It's so good, especially now. I'm getting stronger again, pretty sick. Yeah. Yes, Diane, you've got this. Thank you for the encouragement for the day. Woo! Getting stronger. And you can get stronger in so many ways. Mm. You can get stronger at your consciousness of breath. And just that will be more strength than most people have. So thank you for joining me, friend, for breathing with me. Excited for Mama Doug this morning. I can imagine, dude. Thank you so much for being such a beautiful, part of the infinity in her world, right? Like to her as well. The infinity loves me. Like why? Why is this being feeding me food while I'm sitting on my babies? Why? Why are you doing this, universe? Why? What did I do to deserve this? And the universe is just because I love you. You didn't have to do anything. I just love you. Oh, inspire me and make me smile. Thank you for doing the same, Molly. So much love to you. Taking names, like attack someone to get info. Let's not do that, personal Sherbert. What is your favorite planet? I mean, obviously Earth, but the planet that I most adore looking at is Jupiter. I have a thing for turbulence. It's like, what? No, what did you just say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. The Harida doesn't believe me. Lies! Lies! Ha ha ha! He's lying! You said something! You did! I didn't say anything! I was thinking of starting my tea break today. Starting is always the hardest part. It's the initial breaking of the pattern that we have to really like. That's the difficult part. Not so much giving up smoking weed, but you feel a certain way. You get into a certain time of day. You sit down to eat something. There is like a pattern that gets formed, and it's breaking that pattern that's the difficult part. I believe in you though. 100%, brother Isaac. You got this. Thank you, everyone, for your encouragement. I couldn't have done this without you all. You can, Diana. You can do it without us, but you don't have to. We're here to love you, through whatever it is you can do. Like it's your infinity, friend. You are the one in power. So much love to you. Saturn. Give me them rangs. You like them rangs. Those rangs are pretty sick. I cannot contest. But for me, it's it has like a hexagonal pattern at the bottom of it as well, right? Like imagine being able to take the actual Jupiter and then speed it up, like a few hundred years, maybe per 100 years a minute, maybe. Then you would be able to like see the clouds swirling, and you could just like twist it and look at it. Woo! Would be pretty radical. Exactly. Lunch, break, smoke, walk and visit the duck and meditate. That's the pattern. And it's okay, friend. I feel what makes the patterns beautiful is being able to step away from them and then being able to step back into them with a newfound awareness, newfound perspective. And it's just us allowing both sides of the infinity. Instead of getting stuck in a certain loop, you got this, dude. Consciously evolving. growing them brains, growing them, gene expressions, literally. I was thinking as I was falling asleep last night, what I also need to do another tea break. I also actually feel it might be time for a tea break for me as well. But I don't know if that's going to happen with me heading through to Christians anytime soon. I do imagine myself not smoking during stream or before stream and only smoking maybe as a starter to our exercise or directly after our exercise when I'm at Christian's place. Like I'm already over. Hey, he's Christian is still here. Yeah, we're replacing Mary Jane with push-ups. What the fuck? We can do both, Christian. Exercising with like marijuana is kind of a vibe. I feel very conscious of my body in a way that I can contract my muscles with more intention. And I know that might sound extremely weird, and it is. It is weird, yes. But it's just mind muscle connection. We have those connections. It's it can be turned into noise. Like your brain can be like, oh, I can get the same job done just sending one signal. Or you can form more connections, and you do. Like there's actual proof of this. Your hippocampus becomes denser when you exercise. You literally grow brain mass alongside having a healthy body. I'm starting to wake and bake. Yeah, that's when it becomes like a pattern that we can't sustain. We're replacing Mary Jane with push-ups. I do like that idea. And push-ups do give you a endorphin rush, so it's technically not that far off. Proud of you, friend. I might not start today. It feels too perfect outside and getting heavily pulling me today. I'm thinking Wednesday. I'll give me the 10 mark day on Saturday. Isaac, your infinity, brother day. Completely your infinity. I'll be here with you in that, and I have no judgment of you. It's all you. Oh, there's birds fighting right now. But I don't know if they'll fly into frame. Maybe for a second. They're fighting and then they fell down to the ground and they were like tackling one another. And I was like, is that actually happening? And then they flew up into the branches and they came down again. And then Pippi was like, one wanted to go one of them, and then they kind of flew away. I wonder if they're two males kind of fighting about territory or something. Get off my lawn, bitch! This is my lawn, dude. This is not your land. This is just a tree in nature. Oh, this what you are? This is my tree, dude. Get the fuck my tree. What do you mean? Yes, exactly that. That's exactly what must have happened. Oh, proud of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much, Isaac. So much love to you. What do you mean by this? Volunteering is a tribute. I'm serious. I know, friend. I'm serious as well. That's what that saying means. Taking names. I don't know what saying you're talking about exactly, friend. I'm sorry. Infinitely different is a great way to describe it. Everything has changed. Everything will change, friend. And everything will change ceaselessly into the future still. And you get to be the agent of that change. That is my truth. That is the truth that I teach every single day. That you get to choose how you change everything, your entire life. And you can choose every day, you can choose in every moment. You never not have the choice. It's a trip sometimes, and we kind of want to forget sometimes even. It's something to try. Don't overthink literally anything. Just do it. You want to read? Don't build up to it. Just read. Want to start cooking for yourself? Just do it. Thank you, Christian. Yes. Yeah, all of these things that you're playing with, all of these fractals that you're growing in mind. Oh yeah, if I do these things, I'm sure it's gonna be better. And then you conceptualize. You're like, okay, so if I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna create this whole regimen, and then I'm gonna do this regimen 3 times a week, and I'm gonna do it at exactly this time. I'm never gonna miss this time. And then I conceptualize, and you build all of these extra fractals on top of this initial. I need to exercise instead of just dropping down and doing 3 push-ups. You can do 3 push-ups right now, and your body is gonna be like, yes, yes. Have some gene expression, have some blood vessels, have some capillaries. Isn't that how you say it? Capillaries expanding, oxygenating all of your cells a little bit more thoroughly. Have some more neuron, connection to your body, extending all of these impulses through your muscles as you do those little push-ups. You can do it right now. Everything. You can do everything. I mean, right now, unfortunately, is also infinite, but you can do it right now infinitely. You just have to do it in this moment. Deciding, not contemplating. That's the way. Making the decision, then look at the results. Don't ponder results with no input. That's just ignoring time again. Exactly. Not filling your time. Like almost like instead of being the one that adds things to the time, just watching how the things you've added to the time drip through the crack slowly. And you're like, very beautiful. And it is. It is beautiful. But you can add more. You can add color. You can add experience. You can add texture. You can add relationship. You can add into this infinity, and it makes the stream of sand coming out. As it falls down to the ground. I don't know how to visualize the way that I'm seeing it right now, but it's kind of surreal. It's like my arms are so weak, you guys. This conversation is making me need to do push-ups. You don't need to do push-ups. That's the thing. You can do whatever serves your body. Just move. You can do a squat. You can do, a lifting your arms up and dropping them. You can do lifting your arms up like this and dropping them. You can lengthen your spine and dropping back down. Just move. Just a little bit of movement will do worlds of a good. And that's the real thing we're encouraging. We're not being like you are doing things wrong because you can't do 3 push-ups. You are so and so. No, it's the encouragement of movement in and of itself. And you can do whatever serves your body, whatever you can do in this moment to move. That is what's beneficial. I did 6. Oh, sick. Sick, who needs tears? That's amazing, friend. Thank you. Then, like, how do you feel? Like, you're going to be now catching your breath if you're out of breath right now. And just experiencing how your body recalibrates to what you just did, how it responds to what you just did. No worry, Hoodie's Tears. I've never been able to do one. I mean, we have to start somewhere. Well done, Hoodie's Tears. Thank you. Basically, in that. And here you are, still being able to do 6. That's beautiful. Ponder the input again. Again, Isaac. Pondering the outcome without doing any of the input. You're gonna make mistakes. We all will make mistakes. Even the people that are the most successful made mistakes doing what they're doing. We stop ourselves out of fear of making mistakes so many times during our days. My arms do need to be stronger to the melty. Everything is pretty strong, but yeah, awareness of my body. You being stronger for you, like when you're laying on the ground, being able to push yourself up with ease, being able to reach things, being able to pick things up. It is you being you. Thank you, friend, for seeing yourself, for living into that part of yourself. Love to you, Aunt V. Thank you, Bethany. It's so nice to have you here. I feel great. Yeah, yeah. It makes me happy to hear. I'm grateful for music today. Ooh, what a beautiful one that is. And we got that trampoline put together. Thank you for doing that, brother Brandon. I like doing backflips on trampolines, but I am relatively cautious with what trampolines I do them on. Mel, I was wondering if you were still having thoughts about believers and non-believers. Oh, Helio, thank you. Thank you. I think today's topic came to me as a feeling. I did say yesterday we're going to talk about non-believers versus believers, so maybe we'll do it tomorrow. You brought it up in yesterday's stream, and it resonated with me. No pressure, only love. Helio, I'll definitely do that one. It's a part of the. I have like a list of ideas I have, and I'm like, this is something that makes me feel things. Maybe it can be addressed, and that is definitely one of them. Thank you for reminding me, Helio. If it's probably gonna come up now. That fractal has now been elicited twice. Gav Nugget, you friend, meet more, melt more, meet more. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to have you here. Like I feel the goofy sounds, definitely came out today. It's to me the most ridiculous of sounds I can make. Like some of the words I say are ridiculous in and of themselves, and I know that. And I'm not claiming that any of the things I say is fact. It's speculation at best, but it might be articulate, interesting, beautiful expression from any perspective that might see it as such, right? So being able to share that with you is what it's about, Fred. I appreciate it. So much love. On B, you're a badass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I literally started hanging from the bar and lifted my legs for quite a while before I could pull my body weight up. Thank you for starting, Bethany. Thank you for not giving up because you can't do it initially. I'm going to use that line. I'm trying to tune in to the crazy. Oh, thank you for like bringing me back to my point. So all of the ridiculous things I say, and I know that some of them might be ridiculous because it could be out there a little bit. Then to communicate even more extremity of the ridiculousness, it's just like random noises, just like just noises of absolute insanity or ridiculousness. To be like, see, words, 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 crazy words, crazy, crazier words, crazy, crazy, skibbity, 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 skibbity. And it's a call to awareness that it's you eliciting information. It's all ridiculous, and it's all simple, and it's all beautiful, and it's all confusing, and it's all you and the idea that you had to be here right now. And that's the feeling in the world. I can't do proper pull-ups, but I'm stronger than I can feel it, and that's the way. Keep getting stronger, friend. For you, for everyone around you, it does indeed. I can feel so small, but starting it, even trying, is amazing progress and opens more opportunities. So very proud of you. Proud of you too, Aunt B. And it is you're like basically communicating to yourself in that way, where you're showing your body and yourself in that moment that I am worthy of this transformation. I am worthy of this growth. I am worthy of this potential, experience of being a healthy individual. And your body responds. It agrees with you. It's like, okay, exercising, cool. You know, blood flow. Oh, my heart rate's up. Nice. Better oxygenation. Sick. Increase, brain density. Why not? Of course, your body is going to respond to that. Skibbity bobbity, skibbity boo, skibbity boo boo, scoot doo doo. Hop stop skibbity bobbity, skibbity boo, skibbity boo, skibby wop doo. Skibbity bobbity boo, skibbity wibbity boo, skibbity bobbity boo. What this girl? Skibbity bobbity boo, skibbity bobbity boo, skibbity bobbity woo, skibbity woo. Hey. uh, mm, Working out for me, does indeed. Working out for me can be comfortable in knowing I can not only protect myself and others if I need to, but that I can be, but I can also do me self-sufficient for as long as possible to be self-sufficient. Exactly. Like when you exercise, it's like voting. I think of it almost sometimes. Every push-up, every squat, every arms you lift up. You want to come and lay here? Come here. Come here. There you go. There you go, sweetie, sweetie pie. You want to stay? It's like you voting for who you want to be, technically. And doing that now, even in part, is going to benefit your older self, making that older self stronger as well, keeping the stuff you have for longer, living a healthier life for longer as well. Does anybody know how, if you can change your display name on here? I don't think so. I think you have to create a new account. Maybe if you have a channel, if you go into like the channel editor, you might be able to change the display name. Amazing goals and inspirations. Thank you for allowing me to share these on B. I'm so grateful a place exists that I can connect with humans in a deeper, more meaningful way than I have ever before, and that there is so many high quality humans that feel the same. The time is now, and we are here. We are here. Uncle Becky, we have made it. Love is true every single day. I told Stream I told Stream this morning I was grateful for live streaming, or it may never have happened. So grateful to anything that motivates us to do for the kiddos and for ourselves. Love is true, on B. It is an expression of love that we have never been able to do before. And spending time with one another is the way that we can express love in the most fullest of its expressions. To be the most true versions of ourselves with one another. Like you can create beautiful things, with a pen and paper or with software, but being able to share that experience of another person is what makes it beautiful at the end of the day. Like you can create beauty for yourself, but we revel in being able to share beauty with one another and showing our environment, showing ourselves, showing our puppies, showing our drawings. That experience of sharing it with one another is what elicits the true beauty at the end of the day. And I thank you, friends, for that. $13 and 32 cents for the whole year. 365 genuinely unique, individualized. In my opinion, absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful flowers for $13. How could you not? Like, goodness, I should sign up for my own Patreon. And I get to create them, and that's the thing that makes me the happiest. Like I do conscious work, making these flowers, and I make a bunch of them, and then from the bunch I make, I choose one that really stands out to me as communicates the most truest form of love, and then I post that one, and I get to share it with you, friends, and it's that again. If I just created them for myself, surely I would have a good experience doing that. But what makes me happy is being able to share them with you. That's the true mind blown. It's actively melting my mind. Thank you, Andy, for sharing love. The first time I scrolled through and saw you dancing, I went, okay. The next time I came, I was like a cynic. When does the cult start? But now all the negativity I brought in is gone. Nothing but respect and appreciation. Hamilton, you see that which is in you, friend. Like you have done so much work into transforming into the person you are right now. And if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't be able to be in the way that you are right now in this moment. It's you who did the work, friend. Thank you for doing this work with me, friend. I see you for that as well. I respect you for that as well. You are loved through every bit of it. Thank you so much for sharing that. Genuinely, thank you so much. We're about wholesome vibes here. Glad to have you. The love is real. Wish you all the absolute best. So much love to you, Hamilton. Thank you, friend, for sharing love with all of us. The dogs are being a little bit ridiculous. Oh, shame. They're rolling Pippi into the ground a little bit. I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you, my friend Natalie. I appreciate that so much. So much beautiful for you too. All of the beautiful. 100% beautiful, no less. So much love to you. Thank you for joining us. I used to get so put off by overly positive people and realized that it was due to my own unhappiness. And it truly helped me to work on myself, and it changed how I viewed everything. Yo, Aunt B, thank you for being willing to say something like that. Me too. Unironically, me too. It was this feeling of like, how dare this person be happy, And then noticing that, and I was like, wait a second, maybe I can be happy instead of how dare this person be happy, and that is a whole shift in perspective. All love and spare spoons to you all. Message to walk through it on B. Getting love sent to you. Thank you so much, Natalie, for that. Exactly, felt this in my soul. Feeling you in my soul right now, Joe. Well, now I see negativity in people. Let them know that love is there for them, whether they see it or not. Thank you, friend, for loving nonetheless, for being willing to be aware of that and realizing that you can choose to share love no matter what the context. Nothing feels better to me than offering love, understanding, and acceptance to those who are struggling to show that to themselves. Thank you for being willing to do that on beat. I appreciate that so much. We are responsible for our independence. We, like every single one of us is the one in power, is the node of infinity that is eliciting this response from the infinity right now. You're happy because you can be, but if someone kidnapped your sister, your fractal would change. You are so right, friend. You can't prove it's who I suspect. No one can. You can't reveal your identity to them to protect anyone else. How do you investigate? Friend, I would do whatever I need to, and I mean whatever I need to. Because practicing nonviolence doesn't mean allowing yourself or your family members to be hurt. So it would still be out of love. I would still be happily living into love. I would become the expression of death on planet Earth, which I do not want to be. I want to be the expression of love. But we are capable of being both. And it's up to us to be, which one we want to be. It's up to every single one of us. I would have to contract professionals for that. I really hope that you're able to get help and finances. Praying for your sister is safe. Um, I hope it was just a theory he was posing. Melt, you are absolutely radiant and glowing right now. It's a ring light behind the camera. It's two bar lights technically. It is definitely casting light right now. Light in my face! Light on my clothing! I mean, lighting is the true thing that makes a difference with cameras. Like, you can have the best cameras ever, and if you don't have good lighting, it's still gonna be kind of wrecked. Lighting is just a little bit of, the lights are running off a car battery, so. And they might be like a little bit of a schlep to move around. But eventually, all will be as it should be. But I'm patient, I'm happy to do it, today. I felt like it was supposed to happen today, and here we are doing it nonetheless. I would contact the local police for this. They have specialized terms and procedures for this type of thing. I would agree with that. That's definitely a problem that I cannot help you with right now, unfortunately, friend. The evening sun gives him such a glow right now. Thank you for the love, friend. Authentic. Wait a second. Be not afraid. Love. Be not afraid. Love is true. Be not afraid. Love is true. And to the person is like Thank you. Oh God, I love that so much, friend. Thank you for the for the inspiration. Let them try to find the evidence. If you're unable to, please forget the police. They might be of more help than they can be. No, Mel's advice is good. That's the only advice I can give, friend. And it wasn't necessarily advice. It was but an expression, but a perspective. You were the one at this fact that in the middle of the infinity. Like you were the one that has to choose. I'm okay. How are you? I love you. Thank you for the love, Kira Burb. Ooh, ah. Hey, 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 um, hmm. Thank you for being the idea that the universe had, friend. Literally, literally, literally. This moment, an idea that the universe had, and us being able to share it with one another. Be good to yourself, Melty. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. I'm trying to be better for myself actively. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. I got up in the shower. Thank you again, Melt, and everyone in chat. You're a blessing. Thank you for blessing us with your presence today, Hamilton. Enjoy that shower, friend. And now my cat is concerned. It's like, what the hell was that, dude? What the hell was that, dude? Those sounds are not supposed to be here just yet. What does it mean? What does it mean? I've never heard these sounds before. I hope your cat will be okay. Like it's definitely a little bit of a shift from the sounds we usually make. Pippi also gets kind of like riled up, like what's happening? Thank you for the love, friends. Thank you for spending this moment with me, for being here now. For taking a breath, one more maybe, huh? We are the idea that the universe had. If the infinite universe didn't have the idea that is you right now, you would not be here right now. And here you are right now in this moment. Thank you for joining me, for sharing this moment with me. Love is true. Love is true. Genuinely. And I know I'm gonna be beating this horse to death for my life. Love is true. Like there's gonna be a meme or something. Every single time you hear "love is true," you have to press your DMT button. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be wrong. I don't. Oh goodness! Please stop fractals. And I genuinely do believe it's the only way, right? Like, look at your world. Look at what you're going through right now, and try and say to yourself, "Love is true." How in this whole shebangalang that I'm experiencing right now can love be true? What can I learn? How can I become even stronger? How can I show to the world, regardless of this thing that's happening, that love is true? And if we can all do that, next level, we're all going to change the world. You will change the world. It's inevitable. You cannot help but change the world. The power is in your hand. Power is in your hand. That sunset is magical. Thank you for allowing me to share it with you, friends. Hooray! We are blessed. I bless you. Bless, bless, bless. More blessings. Blessing, blessings, blessing, blessing. All of these sounds I make now, I'm going to be actively being like, yes, blessing vibrations flowing over this beautiful individual is hearing these vibrations right now. So here we go. Love your colors again. Thank you, Infamous Sock, for joining us at the end of the stream, for getting to hear the vibrations of blessings. I appreciate you so much, friends, for joining me. Love you. Love is true. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, beloved friends. Skip.